Hey, this is Buddha Ninja. We're here for another video. And let me light this. Alright. So, today we're going to talk over one of the battle rifles I've been asked most about. The Scar H battle rifle. Which you see I have it maxed out +3, so it is something I use and have used. This is my setup, and you can see. So let's talk over the Scar battle rifle. Oops. The fire rate on it is 585, which is, kind of slow. It's not the greatest, but it hits very hard at 790 muscle velocity. That's meters per second. Single auto mode for single sniping, but the damage is only 25, so you're really not going to snipe. It's more for those people that like to kind of like semi-auto fire. I don't know. It's something I would never do. I tried to average this one out a little bit. So my control's 55, handling's 40, my stability's 53, and my accuracy is 73. So it kind of just equals out. Alright, let's go over some of the attachments. The barrel. Well, first, no. You know what? If you're going to build your rifle, you need to know what's going to take away the most. So you can get your takeaways done first. And then you can build on top of that. That's what I suggest, and that's what I do. So I start with optics. As I state in every single video, I like the white phosphorus thermal scope. And I turn it down. You can use the advanced thermal fusion. The caliber goes to, not the caliber, but the you get less scope. So, it's whatever you like to do. Because of the range on this, it's 46 meters. You can make pretty far shots. It's not 100 or anything, but you have a decent scope on there. You can at least kind of get in the range. I just use the white phosphorus. I don't turn up the sights at all and use like ×6 or ×8. I don't do any of that. I just leave it on the 1 because I just find it stabilizes a little bit easier. Alright, muzzle. And I've talked about this on other ones. Especially when you're dealing with like LMGs or guns that just like to kick a lot or move a lot, you need to stabilize them. Unless you're just going to get down and dirty and do like shotgun distance. And a lot of people do that, slide around and stuff. I like the capability of both. I like to do some distance shooting, and I like to do some close and personal. If you watch my videos, I start out at a distance and I work my way in. So, this is my suggestion. When you're working your like muzzles and your handrails and stuff, get your gun to stabilize a little bit. So on this one, I have horizontal control, which, keeps it stable from left to right. There's also an up and down one, vertical. There's a suppressor some have that can do it too, and I sometimes pick that. I don't see it on here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is there. But then again, you gotta realize if you're putting a silencer on your gun, you're gonna be doing sniping and not. I don't know. That's how I think. So once you go to your scope, suggest picking your barrel. Normally, I pick a short barrel for accuracy. Some reason I decided to go against that on this one. I have long, so we're just gonna stay with the beaver long barrel. There might be a you get extra places, extra spots, so that's probably all it is. So you go scope, barrel, muzzle, and then go to your foregrip. And if you're trying to stabilize your gun, go for the opposite of what you got on your muzzle. So my muzzle is horizontal. Here you see I got the vertical stabilization. So now my gun stabilizes left to right and up and down. Okay, that's what I suggest. It just makes sure everything easier. Mag. Now this is personal preferences. You can go with incoming. I think it is like 20 rounds. You can go for the 30 rounds and have less taken away, or you can do the 50 round, which I do just because I'm nasty like that. Alright. That again is personal preferences. The smaller the mag you have, the better it's going to be for you. Alright. Rear grip. This is the grip I use the most. It's the only one that doesn't take anything away, and it has a bottom grip. So, if you pick any of these, you can see the red. They end up just taking away way too many points I don't want to deal with. So, if it adds +1 to everything, +4 to my accuracy, which it does, is so you get a total of what? 4 + 3, 7. 7 added to your 1 to control, 1 to handling, 1 to stability, 4 to accuracy. So I just stay with the tower power grip. And then with the tower power grip, you get the little, here it's called balance grip base. And they'll give you an option, but then again, it starts taking away stuff. You just use the balance one, it adds 1 to everything, +4 to accuracy, and just makes sense. Backstock, I play around with this. This one, this car is set up for Stinger. So he can run around, I think. Was it Stinger? No, Stinger can't use this one. This one was just made for me to run around and kind of blast people. The next video, I'll actually use this gun in battle. So you'll be able to see. It just adds the ADS and the easier to run around and do stuff, which I started doing a little bit with the LMG guys, because they're the ones who can use the battle rifles. I think Stinger, no, it's the assault guys that can also do it. Okay, so we're all the way done. I don't use an offset. Just takes away from handling, and it's already low enough, and I'll never use it. So I don't even bother. I don't bother with laser lights. I've never flash blinded anybody. I've never seen it work. I've never been flash blinded, so I just don't use it. And the lasers don't do anything for me in game besides look cool, and it takes away stats unless it's on, and it's just doesn't make sense. The enemy can see you're there if you have them on, so it's like, why even use them? Some people love them. Personal preference. I'd rather use mine For accuracy, this one probably needed 1 point somewhere, probably in handling, so it brought up my handling. And then the rest are all accuracy, just to get my accuracy up. If, like, controller stability was closer to 60, like it was 59 or 58, then I'd probably throw, one of these in, trying to get that up. But I'm not going to waste, 5 spots to get my control up when I can just use 5 spots for accuracy, and I get 4 points. That's 4 times 5. That means my accuracy is now all up 20 points. To each their own, Alright, calibrations. As I said, I use the white phosphorus. This one isn't even calibrated. Turn the zoom down. I normally leave the eye release turned up. Stock weight is up, which doesn't make sense because, that's breathing, which we'll go ahead and do. And I don't think I calibrated this one. That's hip fire, we don't need. And this one is stability while breathing. Yeah, this one's hip fire, we don't need. Foregrip, weight limit down. That's if you're going to run around. If you're not going to run around, you're going to play more of a stationary role. Turn that up. You're a little bit slower, but you're a little more stable in your shooting. So I have my ADS speed up, my movement speed up, my stability while moving down, and extra control down. All right. Barrel. I always turn it up. I want my bullets to hit as hard as they can and get there as fast as they can. Alright, weight limit, I think I was just leaving it normal, but we're going to go ahead and do movement speed because I'm going to be doing a video here shortly on it. So that's the Scar H Battle Rifle. That's my calibrations on it. I do have a couple other loadouts, I'm sure. Let's see here. Here's another one. This is more average. 55, 51, 51, 57. More average, yeah. Not my type. And here's my saved one, and the one I'm doing now, which we're going to save. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully it helps you build your Scar. And it's an easy build. You want to get all these extra attachments. That's why it's built the way it is. To get your stats up where it is. It's a good punching gun. It hits decent for the battle rifles at 25 damage. The range on it is great. So as long as you set it up right, if you follow mine, you're going to do great. And that I guarantee. Alright, you guys, that's going to be it. I'm going to go in and record some content with this Scar H Battle Rifle. While we're here, let's see if I have a better... Yeah, why my Scar is not that, I don't know. There we go. So if you see me running around with this gold Scar, this is me. I'll be doing some recording here. And remember to treat each other nice. Try to keep chat awesome. Like, subscribe, share. Not for me to make money, because I don't make money, but just to help the game grow. God bless you, or whatever God you believe in, because God said He's the God of all gods, so it doesn't matter what God you believe in, as long as you believe in something and are a good human. If not, have a great day.